guys, welcome to my class for the 2016-17 school year. My dog just made an appearance quickly there. He gets a little excited when I record videos. He thinks I'm talking to him. But anyway, a little bit about my schedule this year. So I have zoology first and second period. I have lunch third period. I have STEM bio fourth, fifth, and sixth. And then I have on-level bio seventh period. In terms of a little bit more about me, so my dog Xander was just in the video. He's up there in the left-hand corner. Zima is in the classroom. He's the iguana. There's two bunnies, Clover and Calypso. Clover's black and white, Calypso's the black one. And you'll see chicks up there in the picture. Actually, we hatched them a couple years ago, and we'll probably have some chicks this year. We'll see. In terms of sports teams, I cheer for all Michigan teams. Go Blue. Not a Spartans fan. And I like the Lions. Even though they suck most of the time, I still cheer them on. So extracurriculars, I coach cheerleading. I do football and basketball, varsity cheer. I also coach JV comp. And last year I took on the gymnastics team for the first time, and we had a great time. And hey, if you're interested in gymnastics, come talk to me, because we're always looking for new girls, and I had quite a few seniors graduate last year. My education-wise, I went to Grand Valley State University, and that's where I got my bachelor's degree. I also got my master's from Grand Valley, so my master's is not in biology, it's in instruction and curriculum. And I'm currently in progress at Kennesaw State University for my specialist. I'll actually graduate this December, so I'm pretty excited to be done with that. A little bit else in terms of celebrating, so I got engaged in February of last year, and I'll be getting married this April at the end of spring break, actually. Didn't want to do it before because it was April Fool's Day, and not so fond of that. But my fiance's name is Brandon. He usually tends to come to some football games and stuff like that, so you might see him there this year. A little bit about the syllabus that I want to start with going over. So the syllabus, there's a new tardy policy this year. And what that means is that you only have 3 unexcused tardies before you get an administrative referral. So that's a science department policy. Other departments might have a different policy, but that's what we decided on. So that means Saturday school. For those of you that are used to getting ISS for tardies, there is no more ISS for tardies. It's Saturday school, and trust me, you don't want to be here on a Saturday. Also, a little update on the cheating policy, just to make sure we're all clear. We've had some issues lately. So I contact administration and your coach if you are on a team. Your parents are also contacted, and you get a 0 on the assignment. You will not be able to make up this 0, so please don't beg and cry and bother me incessantly to make it up, because it's not happening. So there's a whole list of things that count as cheating. If you want to read those over more, they are also in your syllabus. So what to do if you're absent. So first of all, check Schoology. That is your #1 place to look if you're ever absent. And when you return, there's an absent folder in class. That absent folder looks a lot like that picture there with the blue folders, except mine are green. But any work will be in there. You'll also have something called a paramedic sheet attached to any papers that I hand out in class. And a little kind of cutout of that image is in the right-hand corner there. It'll say your name, what day, what you missed, and then it also on the bottom will tell you when it's due. If you do not turn in that paramedic sheet with what it was attached to, you won't get credit for that absent work. So I also do something called the flipped classroom. So some of you may have had this, maybe didn't know the term, but here's a little bit about what it means. So it means that you will watch and take notes on videos on your own time, much like you're doing right now. You're watching the syllabus instead of me talking about it all class period. The classroom work that you do will apply this content from the video and use that in class. So you're not taking notes in class, you're taking the easy stuff outside of class, and then you're doing the hard stuff in class. And you must watch them in a timely manner, just like any other homework assignment. So I'm going to assign them. I usually give you a couple days to take care of them and take your notes, and then they'll be due. And a lot of times you're going to do homework checks on those videos. So if you have your notes complete, you can use them on the homework check. If you don't, you're kind of just winging it. So what to expect from class this year. So these are just kind of some of the words that students in the past have used to explain my class. So fun is the biggest one. We do a lot of educational things. Some things are hard, and you're going to work hard, but it's fun. We have fun. I make sure that science should be fun anyway, but I make sure that you have a good time in the class even though you're learning at the same time. Also exciting, interesting, entertaining, so you can kind of read through all of those. But usually most students really enjoy my class by the end of the year. So how to be successful. So biggest there is study. Studying is so important to be successful, and do your homework. It shouldn't be that hard. Do your homework and watch the video notes. That is also huge. So you can kind of do okay in class if you don't watch the video notes, but why would you do that to yourself? It's the easiest thing. You're doing it at home. You're doing all the work in class. Why would you not do the easy part and ruin your grade in the process? So some things that students in the past have said that I hate, so just so you know, keep these in mind. Talk when I'm talking. That is huge. That's why it's the biggest one, because it really annoys me. Smacking your gum, drives me crazy too. Lining up at the doors behind me, borrowing my stuff, throwing paper, talking like a sailor, aka stop, don't swear. Use PG language. Have your backpack on the desk. I cannot stand that, so please don't do that. Coming late without a pass, and kick the counters when you sit on them. A lot of times when we watch a video or something like that, I kind of let you guys disperse or sit on the back counter so you can see better. And when people kick the cabinets, it drives me crazy. Some other things, pet peeves you should know. Not always caring about your grade, but then all of a sudden you want extra credit at the end of the semester. I'm sorry, but that drives me absolutely insane. If you do your work, there's no reason to be failing my class or needing extra credit. When I give instructions and then 5 seconds later you come up to my desk and ask me, what are you supposed to be doing? That I didn't waste my time giving you instructions for nothing. Posting due dates, and then you're like, when does this due? When's our test? When's our quiz? I post that in so many places, so you need to make sure that you do that. And the other image is a little cut off, but talking about maybe you didn't get your test back, maybe you should put your name on it. Please put your name on stuff. We are in high school. That should be a given. You've been writing your names on papers since you started school, so please keep that in mind. So if you need to contact me, there's several ways you can do that during the year. My school email is a good method, but I really don't check that once I leave school for the day. So later on at night, if you're doing homework and you have a question, it's best to email me at my Gmail, but please just students. Don't have your parents email me at the Gmail account. You can also send me a Schoology message, or you can send me a direct text message through Remind. So next up, your specific course. So you will need to skip ahead to wherever your course is, whether your zoology, your red, bio, STEM bio, your green, and regular bio, your purple. So first up, zoology. So this is a brief outline of what you'll be doing in class this year. So first semester, you're going to be doing the intro unit, ecology and evolution, which we'll talk about kind of just minorly. Porifera, which are your sponges, Cnidaria are jellyfish, all the worm phyla, which you'll see, and then mollusca. Grading categories, tests are 35%, labs and quizzes 25%, daily work 10%, projects are 15%, and your fall final exam is worth 15%. Classroom expectations. So, first of all, no late work accepted, ever, 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 ever. Never missed a test day. Makeup tests are going to be in short answer essay format regardless of why you were absent, whether it's excused or unexcused. If you miss a test day, you're taking a short answer essay test. Dissection participation is required, and you will have lab practicals on each of these dissections. On another note, this class will be vastly different this year, so it's going to be taught the way zoology should be taught, aka no excessive movie or video watching, and you're going to earn the grade you receive. So if you don't complete your work or study for your test, you're not going to pass or potentially graduate, so please keep that in mind. Some other things about what to expect. So lots of vocabulary. It's basically the level of biology. There's tons of vocabulary. Dissections, we'll do lots of fun technology and some other hands-on activities. We also do 2 field trips. So we'll go to the aquarium in December and then the zoo in April or May. So if you have 5 or more unexcused absences, please note that you will not be eligible to attend the field trip, and that's per semester. Other helpful information. You need a 1-subject college ruled notebook. Please learn how to pronounce zoology. So it's zoology, not zoology. Hint, hint. I don't provide gloves for dissection, so make sure you bring some if that grosses you out. And download the Schoology app ASAP. Also, be sure to keep up with your due dates. So your first grade is a quiz. So your quiz consists of the following, and you might want to just pause the screen and kind of write this down. That way you know what your quiz is on. So the remind alerts, that is the phone number that you text it to, and that's your text message, is at LHS Zoo. And then sign up for Schoology. So you should be enrolled in this as soon as possible. Everything you need to know is in there. And part of your quiz grade is uploading a profile picture. So you need to have a picture on your Schoology, that way I know who you are. Google Drive CK12, so I would pause it here and look at the Google Drive and how you're supposed to do that. So you need to create a folder and then share it with me. Schoology as well, you need to sign up for that. All right, STEM Honors Bio. So you guys this semester are doing themes. So you're going to have just an intro theme with just some scientific method stuff, and then you're going to start with chemistry of life or biochem, health and disease, and then central dogma and the gene. And gene's going to continue into second semester where we'll talk about Mendel and Punnett squares and all of that. So projects, you're going to start out the year with a food facts, macromolecules type project, then you'll do some foodborne illness, infection, protein synthesis, and we're going to attempt an engineering aquaponics project, which will be a year-long project that we work on. Classroom expectations, so no late work accepted, ever, 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 ever. If you're absent, check Schoology, make sure you check the absent folder. You have 1 day for every day you were absent to make it up. And keep your notebook up to date. You'll have at least 1 notebook check per theme. What to expect this year? So lots of vocabulary. Bio has a lot of vocabulary anyway, and you'll have even more. The real world application of the content. You'll be doing a couple debates and some oral presentations. Fun technology, of course, and some hands-on activities. Other helpful information. So you need a 5-subject college ruled notebook ASAP. Download the app. Set up your alerts and reminders for Schoology. Keep up with those due dates, please. And even if you're absent on a test review day, you're still expected to take the test on the scheduled day. And please be sure to bring your laptop or tablet with you every single day. Your first grade, I would pause it here and write these things down to make sure you'll get full credit on your quiz. Part of that is taking a 3-question quiz in class. Once again, pause here. These are where your remind alerts are. So the phone number is 81010 and at STEM Bio LHS. Please be sure you enroll in the student alerts. If you already enrolled in the alerts from 9th orientation, that's for parents only. So make sure you enroll in the student alerts. And I realize I'm covering part of the 6th period enrollment code, but that's also posted on my blog on the Lassiter website. Once again, pause here. Make sure you know how to do your STEM Bio folder and then log into CK12. Biology. So you guys are going to do a few topics this year. So starting with the intro, then biochem, cells. We'll spend a lot of time on cell processes, things like that. And you'll end the semester with genetics. So some things you need for class: a 3-subject notebook, colored pencils, highlighters, colored pens, and your cell phone would be a great idea as well. Classroom expectations. No late work accepted, ever, 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 ever. If you're absent, make sure you check Schoology and check the absent folder when you return, and keep your notebook up to date. You will have 1 notebook check every unit. What to expect this year? So there's lots of vocabulary, so please pick a method that works for you to remember this. We'll have some debates and an oral presentation, some fun technology, of course, hands-on activities, and you guys will do some pretty engaging labs. Other helpful information. So you need a 3-subject college ruled notebook ASAP. Download the Schoology app, set up those alerts and reminders to keep you on track, and then keep up with those due dates. And even if you're absent on a test review day, which is the day before a test, you are still expected to take the test on the scheduled day. Your first grade is a quiz grade, and if I were you, I'd pause the screen here and make sure you write all of these things down. That way you get full credit on your first quiz grade. So signing up for Remind. So you'll see there's your Remind code. I'd pause it here and go ahead and enroll that, open a new browser, make sure you're signed up for Schoology. You also need to upload a profile picture, which is part of your quiz grade. So be sure to do that. You also need to create a shared Google Drive folder. So once again, I would pause here and be sure that you know how to do that, and sign up for CK12. Those instructions are posted on Schoology. That's it, guys. I hope we have a great year together.